WhatsApp or SMS us on 0044 777 0603 264.
Hey, hey, hey! Where's my tune? Introduction.
Ooh, there's something about the skyline tonight. Something. LondonHotRadio.com. Tune in now for shout outs and requests. Call, WhatsApp, or SMS us on 0044 777 0603 264.
Conquerors, we are conqueror. Conquerors, we are conqueror. Conqueror, conqueror. It's Lady J. You coulda rough, you coulda tough some more. We gotta make it. Lioness, I try the battlefield hardcore. Chances we gotta take it. There's no fail without trying. Must prevail, I ain't lying. Gideon soldiers, no more crying. Every time we make it to the top, someone will try to break you down. Every time you give it your best shot, someone is there to block you out. But don't let them break you down. Don't let them break you down. 'Cause every time you make it to the top. Yes, 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 London Hot Radio. It's me, Lady J here. How y'all doing out there on this beautiful Sunday afternoon? Here is my show. Live show as per usual. DJ Sin, big up yourself every time you done know. Almac, big up yourself.
Oh, thank
Always
you.
a special guest on my show. Now I left you out, Almac.
Yes.
So go on. How's the week been for you?
No, not so good. Because I end up with a hay fever.
Oh yeah, it's that time of
I
year,
can tell you
isn't
what,
it?
it's not very nice because for 2 nights I couldn't sleep properly.
Oh no.
And even now I'm a little bit stuffed up right now. But anyhow, I have some sort of tablets and supposed
Do
to
they
take them.
work?
Well, I think they do because I took one yesterday and I had a good sleep last night, if you might
Okay.
say. But I
Yeah.
still got that blocked nose. But hopefully, by the next couple of days or so, it should be going away.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
but
Well,
they-
at least you found something that works. Because a lot of the
Yes,
time
yes.
people can't find
yeah,
stuff
but
that's working.
if you goes into the drugstore, I mean those things don't work properly. You have to go and see a doctor if you got that, and they give you
Okay.
the proper stuff.
Right,
So
right. Oh, that's what you had to do.
Yes, the proper stuff. So when they give you stuff for like hay fever, most of the time it do works. Like a couple of
okay.
days or 3 days or whatever it is. But you always see the clear
Yeah.
black nose and everything.
Yeah,
But
I know people that suffer from it, but I've never,
Yeah,
thank goodness,
yeah.
I haven't been a sufferer of it, but I see how it affects people,
Yeah,
breathing and stuff.
It's not a pleasant. It's not a pleasant thing because it make you very uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But there again, we have to sort of bear up with it.
Yeah, innit?
I
and
think we
just
can't help.
try, yeah,
you
as
know,
long as
to-
as long as you can find something that's suitable.
Yeah,
know, for you.
yeah. Like I said,
Yeah.
hopefully next couple of days I should be all right anyway.
Right,
But there you go. So how
Innit?
was your week anyway?
Wow, I've had a busy week, I tell ya.
You're always busy,
Yeah.
Lady J.
Yeah, yeah. I do like to keep busy. But at the moment we've got the it's been Friday it all came together, but we've got projects going on. We've got a project called the First Give, where it's the students find a charity and basically research the charity, statistics and everything, about the charity, what the charity does, when the charity was founded, stuff like that. So, as a tutor, I have to support my tutor group doing it. And I'll tell you, it's been chaos.
Yes.
It has been chaos because trying to get these year sevens, bless them, they're also very helpful. And, what we have to do, they have to have we have to choose six really, students that are able to stand up and don't feel
Yeah.
a way about talking while doing the presentation, and most of them want to do it. Some of them don't want to do it, but I think I've got the right amount.
Yeah.
The ones that really want to do it, very eager. But this was done last year by year 10 students.
Right. Okay.
And what happens is they, whichever charity is picked, because each tutor group has to choose a charity.
Yeah.
And they all research various different charities, got registration numbers and stuff like that. So it's proper research and everything they had to do.
Okay.
And then we narrow it down to just one. So we had like several groups of students researching different charities, and then we had to pick what ever charity we felt was nothing to do with the best one, but the one that they really put a lot of work into it.
Right. Yes.
And take into account some of these students that are doing the research have got special needs.
Oh,
So
right. Okay.
I
see where you're coming from,
also
yeah.
have to be there to assist them to make sure that they're that they're able
Yeah.
to go in the right direction and research what they need to research.
Okay.
And
Okay.
having to break the work down to them. I
as
mean,
long
most of the time we're going to end up, as tutors, we're going to end up doing the bulk of the work. But
I know, Lady J, you enjoy your work very much. And,
Yeah, I do, I
obviously
do.
You always seem to put out the very best you can.
I try to. I do
you know,
try
so,
to.
To me, that's a great way
Yeah.
to carry on with life. Because helping
Yeah.
people is very, very important indeed.
Yeah, because last year, as I was saying, the year 10s did it, and then what happens is they choose a charity. We choose a charity, then we invite the charity in, the various different charities in, because it's all the tutor groups. There's about 7 tutor groups, and these are year 7. So this year we had year 7s do it, which is a big jump from year 10s, because the year 10s are a bit more organised and able to put a bit more effort in, because they're older and they have maybe a bit more knowledge to research, and because little year 7s, they've only just come out of primary school, so there's still, some of them are still trying to adjust to being in a massive school where they're going to different classes for different less subjects, whereas when they're in primary school, they just stay the one class, and everything's taught to them in the one classroom. But so it's really difficult for them, for some of them, because they still haven't adjusted, and the majority of them have, but there are a few that are still, haven't really adjusted.
Yes.
So
Well,
taking into account it's year 7s, and it's a lot of work. So tomorrow we have the workshop, which we're looking forward to, and it entails the students doing presentations on what they've learned about the charities and so on.
that's good.
So,
That's good.
I'm really, really looking forward to that. Yeah, but that's
I'm
been
glad.
it's been a
I'm glad.
lot of work put into that.
Good morning, Harry. And
Good morning, people. Good morning.
Delroy.
Trixie Lee, Harry Hoffman, Delroy Abbott. Hey,
Twixie.
Big up. Trixie Lee. Hey, thank you for coming on. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Yeah, so so it's a big jump from, and they only had like maybe a term to do it in.
All right.
Which
okay.
planning like this to me would take a good year or so.
That sounds like a long time,
They've
Lady
done
J.
it. Well, maybe not a year, but yeah. But they've had a short space of time to do it. But they've managed to put it together, which is really good. So I'm really proud of them. Yeah.
So what else have you done, or what been up to?
Well, we've got the exams starting tomorrow, and that's for like the year 8s, 9s, and so they're all going to be doing exams now, year 7s as well. These are mainly, these exams will be marked by the teachers anyway, and basically they've been just doing a lot of revision last week. Yeah, so there's a lot of revision classes going on, and they're going to start their exams this week.
Yeah, well, funny enough, I mean, well, I've been listening. I'm supposed to be listening to the news and everything. They're supposed to lift this locked down on the 21st
Yeah,
of this month.
yeah, yeah.
But I was actually listening to the Prime Minister last night on the news.
Yeah, and they're
And
saying, yeah.
what they say that their intention is to delay everything for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, I'm hearing
Now,
that as well. Yeah, people are
you
not
know,
too
and I
happy
know
about
that.
that.
No, it's going to cause a lot of problems because take this guy, what's his name? This guy, this opera guy. What's his name again? Well, he say that he's going to open. It doesn't matter what happens.
Okay.
He's going to open. I can't remember his name now. Weber. Weber.
Oh, Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Andrew Lloyd
Oh,
Webber.
yes.
He said if they don't lift this restriction, then obviously he's going to still
He's had
open
enough,
up.
isn't he?
He's had enough because he reckons he's losing money anyway. So he's not the only business who's going to react to this.
I think a lot of businesses are feeling that way as well because they were to them it's like the world's opening back up, and then to suddenly hear this now,
it's closed again.
It's like it's it's going to be quite devastating for people if it really
so
happens. Yeah,
we really don't know where we're going to go from there. You know,
Father Fox family.
That's still right.
Yeah, big up yourself.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Yes. So here we are, talking to you face to face, Lady J.
Yeah.
And there's so much.
There is so much
is
to talk
going
about.
on around the world.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's talk
because
a bit.
you know what? What's really got me at the moment? The elephants. The
Yes.
elephants, people. What's with it? And they say elephants don't forget.
So people don't know where about this elephant thing you're talking about right now.
I think a lot of people
it's in
do
China or
know. I think I
something.
do. Yeah, but I think a lot of people do know. But there's still the masses that don't know.
Right.
But they started off in China, and they're basically marching all over the place. And the government and everybody, wherever they've stopped, they've got to make sure that they've got food. So you've got like truckloads of bananas and food coming for them so that they don't mash up the place. And these elephants, they've even got them on satellite. It's on live, they're live watching them go all over the place. And they're marching. Even at one time, they was marching for a Chinese market, marketplace or high street. And they were just in a line. They were just lined off like soldiers. And I tell you, elephants never forget, And no one knows where they're going. Nobody, but everybody's following the news with these elephants. There are a lot of people. However, there are a lot of people that really don't know.
Well, let me tell you this, people. I think there's something going on in this world which the animals, they know.
Oh, of course
but
they do.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
we do not know what is actually taking place.
Yeah, but you know what I think? Because like elephants don't forget, and if you do them a little good, they'll remember it. Maybe they're going to thank someone.
No. They've been doing this for about a year.
Yeah.
They've been marching for about a year.
We don't know though, do we?
But that is what they're saying.
I think they're going through. They're going to. They're saying various things because nobody knows, because the elephant can't tell you where it's going. The elephant, but they know where they're going. Maybe they're going to. Someone said in one of the live chats, maybe they're going to pastures new. They've heard it through the grapevine or something that there's somewhere.
Well, you see,
that's
people.
got better food or.
People is people. They always seem to have their own opinion about things.
Yeah.
And
but
99% of the time they are not right because they
but
cannot tell.
But the thing is, you don't know. You don't. We don't
Yeah,
because we
well,
don't know.
yeah.
People, you will have people that will assume because they don't know, and people will say things. People are always going to say, but because everybody's trying to find out, the government's trying to find out.
Yeah, but it's not only China experiencing all these.
There's loads of
disasters.
places, but
It's all over the world.
yeah, I mean, some places they had locusts at one stage, and then there's another place where they
That
remember
was
in
Russia.
Australia.
Russia.
Yeah, I think it's Russia, and even in Australia, the rats.
Mice. They're still
all over the place.
They're still trying to deal with the mice. In Australia.
damaging crops and stuff
Yeah,
like
the
that. So
farmers
then
are
you've
having
got
a
the
problem.
elephants now marching. You know, they're going on somewhere and they're stopping and they're doing what they normally do. You know, have
Well,
their showers and everything, and
I got a
even
few words to
sleeping.
say
They've
about
even got
that.
them sleeping.
I say these elephants, they are very intelligent
Oh yeah,
animals.
definitely, definitely.
And like I said to you, Lady J, they know exactly what is going on. They know exactly what is coming. Unfortunately, they cannot tell us what is coming.
Exactly.
But
So people
It's a
just
possibility.
they will
It's a
still-
possibility. They are looking for a safe place to go. Who
Yeah,
knows?
but they
Who
yeah.
knows?
Yeah, we don't know. We just don't know, but we'll have to see. But yeah, I'm following that, you know, following the elephants. Yeah, man. Because elephants, they're very loyal animals.
Oh yes, they are.
Yeah.
If you treat them right, they never get
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there you go. But
Mm.
even I make a little note here.
Mm-hmm.
This one's from Australia actually. Um, homes are sinking and cracks appearing everywhere. You know, that means they show a little picture of things in Australia where
Oh, that's in Australia.
Australia
Yeah. Okay.
where all these new houses, people invest in these houses, and all of a sudden they lost everything. You know, they just keep sinking. So not
Yeah,
only
it's
one
what they
house,
made
it's about
them on, innit?
hundreds.
It's
Yeah,
what they've built the ground that they've built them on unleveled ground or something.
yeah, and a boy, 15 years old, died after stabbing during the school run, and that in A's, West London. Yeah, I think you heard about that. On
Yeah,
the news.
briefly,
And,
I heard. Yeah,
you know,
it's so sad.
Lady
But-
J, I cannot understand what is going on with our youngsters these days because it is not just the one off. It's like a everyday thing.
Yeah, I mean, look what's happened in Streatham. Streatham is like our stomping ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know, with them, what 3 girls and 4 boys, you know, stabbing, and that's like on the high street. You know, and that's like near us. That's us. We're South Londoners, you know, and I can't understand. And I think, you know, the young people, they've got this thing called boy, may I tell you, you know what I mean? It's all about scoring. And what gets me is that I can't understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Love to get to the bottom of it, but something's got to give. Don't know when, don't know how, but something has to give. This has to stop. You know,
Yeah.
because this is like near our hometown that you're hearing these things, and what was the reason? You know, is it a thing where they're just randomly going all over the place, just stabbing people just like that?
I mean, are they a gang? Or what? Are they got some sort of a grudge with some people or whatever it is?
Who knows?
And
Who knows?
I can't understand. You said how many?
It's 3 girls.
3 girls.
3 girls and 4 boys.
And 4 boys.
Mm.
Now, if I check that right, it's 7. Yeah, and it's a long time since anything like that happened in Brixton area, and the people around there, the whole families around there, they all live, you know, together and they get along well, and for this thing to sort of, you know, just happens like that, it put a lot of fear into people.
Yeah.
Because what they say now, they do not know when the next attack gonna be, or if any member of their family is going to be attacked by these people who are going around stabbing people. Now, I feel that something is actually wrong with these people. What do they looking for? What do they want? Why do they go around stabbing people?
Well, I tell you.
Well,
You know, we have kids, but they don't belong to us. I always say that because kids have a mind of their own. And, you know, sometimes you can't blame the parents. Sometimes it is a parent's fault. Sometimes, the majority of the time, it's not. Because a young person has a mind of its own. They're going to do what they want to do, no matter what you tell them. You know what I mean? You can give the influence. You can talk about and set rules and how you want your household to be and how you want to bring up your son or your daughter. But they're going to do what they still want to do. That's what I always say. They're going to do what they always want. Because I remember when I was young growing up, and even though I lost my mum when she went quite young anyway, but it was mainly my dad that brought us up. And there was times when I thought, I ain't listening to you, because it was like the way I was brought up by him. I mean, I had to literally become like the woman of the house, in the sense of I had to do everything in that house. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere, but I used to sneak out because I said, you know what, I'm going. And I used to go, and I know when I come back what's going to happen. But I said, well, when I sneak out and go about my business, I said, boy, I'm going to make the more state, becoming no, I got and go on. And I made the most of it. But I say that to say this, I had a mind of my own, and I knew that I wanted to go out there. I knew that there's certain people that I may have, people, your friends, and, your friend might say, oh, come, let's go here, let's go. And you're following them because you want to be part of the crowd. You want to be part of those group of people. And you know to yourself, say, boy, my mum don't really want me to go here, or my dad don't, but you know what, I'm going, And sometimes they don't think about what the consequences are going to be, So I put myself in those young people position that they're going to do what they want to do. And it's only going to be them, because it was only me that said to myself, you know what, certain things I'm doing, I can't really do that again, because when I had my son, it was like, no, man, certain things, you have to, you set an example. But what I'm seeing is a lot of the young mothers as well nowadays, they're not really setting an example. Not all of them. I'm not saying all of them, some of them. Because I was on the bus the other day, and I see a mother, she had a baby in a pram, and she's on her phone, she's got her back to the baby, and she's talking on the phone. And the baby's in the pram sleeping. And I said to myself, what is that? What is so important on the phone that your back is turned from your little baby that's in the pram? What could be so important that you're on the phone and your back? And she's casually standing there, and she's on, and I thought, wow, So looking at her generation, those are like the younger generation now. Her child is, because that baby look about, say maybe about, not even 2 yet, about maybe 18 months or so. But that generation, some of them, they're even more rebellious than us, than how we were, Not even double, not even listen, they're multiple. It's multiple. They're not even like how I was, because my daughter's, lovely girl, bless up yourself, Mel. Lovely girl, but their mindset and their way of thinking is completely different from ours. And not all of them, but some of them, because I know some of them that my daughter's age group, that became very rebellious. And then there's some of them that, they're mothers, and they've maintained that persona of being a good mum and bringing their children up to be, decent children. But I have seen, from even working, when I used to work at Croydon Council, and working with young people, young baby fathers, young baby mothers, because sometimes we forget about the baby father them, and working with them and how they were brought up, and a lot of them brought up rough with their parents doing what they want to do, and they're sort of having to fend for themselves, but not fend for themselves like how we fend for ourselves. It was more, because when we was all like 13, 14, our parents used to go out, and we had to look after your brother and sister. Nowadays you can't do that. But there are some that still do that will go out and will break the rules and go out there, and the child's got to fend for themselves. And it's a different fending, because some of them don't have the chance to grow and be nurtured in the right way, But it's down to how that mother was brought up, why she has now put it on her child. And some of the young people that I worked with, they were in gangs. They were like, some of them were like, they called them gun boys, gun bag or whatever. And, they used to do whatever, be little runners for the bigger heads them. You know what I mean? Yeah. So them now has come up, grown up. They were in gangs. They managed to come out of gang, because when I worked with the young gang leaders and that, and, you managed to make some of them realize that, you know, this is not the life to live. Get a proper life. You've got a child now, you know, you've got to kind of set an example. And some of them turn their life around, you know. But, however, some of them, even though they've turned their life around and they're bringing up kids, they don't have the know-how how to bring up kids. Is that? Can you take a screenshot of that for me so I can just... Yeah, I haven't even got my lenses. Yeah, you know, and it's a matter of, okay. Oh, someone's... Okay. Yeah, so some of them haven't got that upbringing because they were gang leaders themselves, or they were running the streets and living on the streets or whatever, doing their thing, and now they've grown up and they've got kids. They've left the gang. But still, in the background, their life, some of them can't get out of that mentality of what they grew up in, you know?
Yeah, but
so there's that as well. So then you've got those are the parents now. Talking about the young offenders that I used to work with, those are the parents that have got these children that are stabbing up the people then. That's what I'm saying to get to that. Okay, so... DJ Sim, big up yourself. Missing young person. I've just got an announcement to make, guys. Missing young person. This is my friend. Someone's calling. This is my friend's granddaughter who is currently missing. We think she's in Croydon. Her name is Lily, and she was last seen at around 1:30 a.m. in Croydon, heading towards Ashburton Park. At 2:30 p.m., there was a post from Lily's Snapchat showing her, showing the carpet in someone's house. There has been no contact after that. Friends said that Lily has lost her phone, basically. Sorry, guys, I'm reading this because I've just received this. I didn't rehearse it or nothing. So... Friends said that Lily has lost her phone, lost her mobile, bank card and Oyster card. I will add more information as her nan gives it to me. Police are looking for her, but they want to find her ASAP, so please share. And there's also a photo of Lily. I don't know if anybody recognises Lily. Thank you, DJ Sin. If anybody recognises Lily and know her whereabouts, please share this as much as you can, guys. We'll see if we can put it on our London Hot Radio Facebook and share it. So, as they said, the last thing that they saw on Lily's phone was a carpet. So what's that all about? You know, and
I think that could be in a room or something.
Yeah, definitely. But what happened? What happened? Why are they seeing the carpet? What happened to Lily? So, yeah, guys, if anybody knows Lily's whereabouts, please, because it is, you know, there's just so much madness going on at the moment, and, you know, someone's got to do the right thing, you know. So if anybody's holding Lily, you know what I mean, come on, let her go, man. It's not worth it.
Let her go back to her parents.
Yeah, it's not worth it, guys. You know, pray to God that she reach home safely. Yeah, that's a sad one.
It is a sad one. And, I mean, these things seem to happen every day. People go missing. And, again, you were talking about the killings and everything like that. And, you know, I just can't comprehend how these people find the nerves and the courage to do what they do. How can anyone pick up a knife and then plunge it into someone else? I know definitely you're going to hurt that person, you're going to kill that person, and blood going to start running all over the place. Now, how that person feel? I just can't understand it. Why these youngsters doing what they do? Are they trying to find love outside in a gang or something? They didn't have any love from home. What are the parents doing? That is what I want to know.
And the thing is, because I've worked with parents that their children don't listen to them. They come from a good family, you know, a good upbringing. I was talking to her mother just the other day, just last week, and she, I watch. She's got a lovely home. She's got, she works for the council. She's got, decent job. Her husband, but the daughter's very beautiful, very beautiful young lady, but she hasn't got any confidence. The son, he was just very, very naughty from young. He just didn't want to listen to mum or dad, and mum and dad play an active part together in supporting him. He's inside now,
They never get away.
selling, he's selling stuff, he's doing this, he's just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he don't want to listen to her, and no matter what she'd do, there's no, she can't get through to him. So now he's landed up inside, and
that is all. That is what happened to the end of it. They end up inside, and they have enough time to think about what they did in the first place.
Yeah.
Looking through bars,
Some of them will think.
Yeah.
Some of them will think about what they've done, and some of them won't, because it's just certain things that's embedded in them. Some of them will not see the error of their ways.
And again, because of their age, some is underage. They cannot keep them as long as the hardened criminals. If you know what I mean?
Well, even some that are all like 18, 19, and they're going to jail, and they come out, you think they'll sit down in there and, think about what they've did. They've come out and they've gone and done the same thing again. I know youths like that as well. So it's nothing. It's not even just the age. It's they're all, they've all got their faults about them. Where some of them will come out and turn out well. Some of them's going to come out and they're going to end up back in there again. And these are like 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds who they're spending all like 6 years in there, and then you're coming out and you're still going back and doing the same thing over and over again.
Well,
how long before you realize that, you need to think about what you're doing?
Yeah, well, I do pleading with my youngsters. Well, our youngsters actually. What you're doing, it's not right and it's not good, and you cannot do these things forever, because what Lady J said, you get caught to the end, and if you get caught, then obviously you're going to end up in prison doing a certain amount of years. That means you take a certain amount of years from your life. Your life will never be the same again, because if you go to prison and come out, you're going to need a place to live. You're going to need money to go by. You cannot get that. So what you're going to do?
Well,
You're going to start turn around and go back to prison.
No, they do get it. They do get it. A lot of people come out of prison, and the government have to find place put them, because they got probation officers, so they do find somewhere for them to go. And sometimes they do get really nice places, because they obviously want them to do well. And some of them will, they'll treat the place okay and, become something. And some of them will still go and do something else and end up losing the place,
Yeah, it's very sad.
The world is just, it's just messed up, and it has been for many, many years,
It's very sad. It's very sad.
May I tell you? Jerry P, big up yourself.
Especially with our youngsters. And there's nothing we can say to them for them to change their mind.
Well, you can. No, you can't say that, Almat.
Well,
you can.
in fact, I might use the wrong word.
Yeah, there is things that you can say to them, but it's for them to take it on board what you say, because I will never stop.
They're not doing so.
Some of them are. Some of them are and some of them are not. But you're not going to help everybody. You're not going to change the whole world just like that,
Yeah.
Some of them take it on and some won't. But the ones, even if you get a handful, even if you can change 3 out of 5, it's something.
That is achievement, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
definitely.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, because I've worked with young offenders, and I've seen some of them change and some of them don't change.
Yeah.
Even up to this day. And working with these young offenders, these were like all age 11, 12 upwards. You know what I mean?
Would you say these fellows, they lack of opportunities, whatever?
Not necessarily.
No?
No. Some of them have got loads of opportunity, but as I said, there's a lot to do with peer pressure. And especially for boys, there's a lot of peer. Well, I can't even say one time there used to be a lot of peer pressure on boys, but now it works both ways. In the past, say 20 odd years, I'd say it works both ways. There's a lot of peer pressure on girls as well. you know, to especially if they've got a friend and they like that friend, and that friend's got a friend who's bad company, you know, they're still going to move with that friend because they want to be that friend's friend. You know what I mean? And then that's where the problem may come in. If it's a friend, if they've got a friend that's always in trouble, obviously at some point that someone's going to get into trouble. And a lot of the time it's always, sometimes it's the innocent one, them that get caught up in it, you know? So what I always say to young people, have your own mind, no matter what, you know what I mean? Have a mind of your own, because people are always going to come along and want you to follow them here and follow them there, and next thing you know, you get yourself in a problem because you never really want to go, and then your mind say, my mind did tell me not to go, you know. Tell me if that ain't true. Yeah?
Well, I'm pleading with my youngsters, well, our youngsters, to think about what they're doing, think about their future, where they're going, and what they intend to do. Because when you do go out there and plunge a knife into another person, you're going to kill that person. Now that person's got mothers and fathers somewhere. Do you imagine the hurt and the distress you cause to those families? Not only one families, but there's a lot of families around the world, well, London as well, and they're grieving each and every day of their life. There's a possibility they only have one child, either a girl or a boy. You come along and you plunge a knife into that person, you kill that person, the one person that mother have, that person is gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. Do you know how much grief and pain you cause that person? Please stop what you're doing.
Yeah, they got to think about what they're doing, man, because especially like the Stratham, where I said, like, that's so close to home. You know, it's
Very
scary
close
to
to
think
home.
about.
Very close.
You
I'm
know,
not living
'cause
far away
aunties
from
and
there.
everybody walk up on, walk up on and down on that road. You know what I mean? So it's so close to home, and to see that a rampage like that went on, it's not a good look. Not a good look, man.
Like I say before, the people around Stratham, I mean, I think they're very nervous right now.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because
yeah.
I said it already, I said again, because they do not know what is going to happen next.
Yeah.
Where it happens, I know that place very well because I pass through there every day.
Yeah, I know that place like the back of my hand.
Yeah, and although I'm driving, it doesn't say anything can happen to me. I'm not hoping to, but we never know. Yeah,
you just don't know.
We never know.
Don't know.
Yeah, so we have to be
It's one of them
careful.
ones.
We have to. I sit in the car waiting for sin, and I tell you, always lock the door, because I don't know if someone is going to come out the back and open the door, come in and say, "Well, drive." And if that person said, "Drive," I got a knife or a gun to your head.
Well, this is it. You don't know. You gotta, make
You have
sure,
to- you
make
have to
sure
go.
of that.
You have-
Yeah.
And at the same time, yeah, you have to. You have.
You have to go left him. You know.
You have to, but keep our fingers crossed. I mean,
Yeah.
we hope and pray that this sort of thing don't really happen to us.
Yeah.
We have to
we
think
have to
positive.
cover,
we
every
have to
day
think
we have to.
positive.
Yeah,
not
we
negative.
gotta think positive
You
and
know.
give God thanks every day. So me rise for see another day.
Yeah,
so
so
because you just
people-
don't know.
People of Stratham, I'm very, very, very sorry indeed
Yeah, my
to
heart's going
know,
out to Stratton.
and to know what
Yeah.
happened in Stratham, because, like I said again, it's a very peaceful area. Everyone seemed to get along, although they don't know each other, but they seem to get along. Everyone will say hello. There's no police around the place, you know, so people take care of themselves.
Yeah, and
And-
they're a strong community,
They're a very strong
Yeah,
community.
yeah.
And if every community could do that, keep a strong hold of everything,
Yeah.
then obviously things will actually go right for most of them. Yeah, but unfortunately, when you got someone coming in to your area and causing a lot of problem, there's not a lot you can actually do about that. Because they come in, do what they're supposed to do, or what they intend to do, they do it, and they are gone.
Yeah, it's dread. It's dread.
Yeah, so
But
it's
yeah.
not very nice.
It's
not
not
very
nice.
It's not nice at all. So
But yeah, there is a lot going on. But we gotta remain positive. Try and remain positive. And
yes. Well,
you know, put God in everything for real.
Yes,
No.
I always said, Lady J,
'Cause you just
a
don't
little,
know.
a little love and respect goes a long way. The only way you're going to respect people, you have to respect yourself first. And if you respect yourself, you're going to respect people as well. And if you do that, then everything come back to you. Yeah, people will respect
Yeah,
you.
but one thing I ask,
Yeah.
one thing I'm
So-
asking, the youth them, come on man, fix up. You know what I mean? And a fix up on herself now is full time now, you know what I mean?
We are fed up.
It's not good, it's not a good
And listen
look.
to all these things,
Not a
what you're
good
doing
look.
out there. You know? It's
Yeah.
about time you stop now.
Yeah, it has to stop. But you know, it's for one to look into themselves and know themselves, you know what I mean? Definitely.
I don't know, Lady J, but the way things way
Yeah,
things are
but,
going on right now, I'm feeling very sad
Yeah, but you just
about
got
it
you
all.
still got to just try and keep your spirits up anyway.
Yes,
You know, because even though there's a lot of bad things going on, there are good things going on as well.
oh yes, I wouldn't
You
deny
know,
that. I wouldn't deny
yeah.
that at all.
Yeah, there are good
You know,
things going on.
there's
as
very
well.
good things going on,
Yeah.
but the good things you never usually hear about. You know.
Yeah, you do hear about them.
Well, yeah. But
Yeah, you do hear about them. I think because of my line of work, you hear about so
Yeah,
many things.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's all part of the job. But yeah, there are good things that are going on.
But
Yeah, because you know, certain kids have got into certain universities in school.
that's good. So
got into the colleges of their dreams.
that's great
you
stuff.
know, So
Great stuff.
yeah, there are good stuff going on out there, and
Yes.
there are a lot of positive young people out there as well. You know, we're not
Yes.
saying you're all like that.
And I'm
Yeah.
saying to the young mothers and the young fathers out there today, if you got your youngsters, you have to break them from they are small.
You know what?
Say-
You can't even blame the parents all the time. Like I said, you know,
No, well,
because
no. I'm not
'cause
blaming
some of
the
them,
parents.
So some of them break them from their young. But as I said, my parents brought me from me young. Me know somebody afraid of my daddy. You know what I mean? My dad
Yeah,
used to just
yeah.
have to look at you and it's like, okay. But what made me get to the stage where even though I was afraid of him, I'm still going to sneak out and go. I used to
Yeah,
go,
because
you
you
know what I
want-
mean? Even
at
though I'm
the
afraid of
time-
him and he'd break me, because like every Saturday night, you know, because it was Sunday, every Sunday it was like rice and peas and chicken. And every Saturday night I got to make sure I'm there cutting up that chicken, washing that chicken with the lemon and the honey and soak up here, honey, vinegar, vinegar and the lemon, you know what I mean? And then I got to soak that for like all half an hour to an hour and then season it up before I go to my bed. That is the kind of life I had at the age of 12. Nothing's wrong with it because, you know, my parents brought me up well and I knew how to do those things. Cooking dumpling and them big dumpling and yam and banana at them the age there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Some back-breaking jobs, you know what I mean? God rest my father, you know? God rest his soul and thing, you know, respect, but
But at the time, like
you
Jay,
did put a lot on me, you know what I mean? Some back-breaking food me I cook, you know, at them little age. Plus, I had to make sure my uniform, my sister them uniform, and my brother them uniform ready for work. Now, a lot of people never know that this was what me was going to. Me I taught the things right now.
You know what I call that?
Yeah.
Teaching.
Yeah,
Because-
but at the same time, what I'm saying, my parents brought me up well, and you know, we knew right from wrong. You know what used to, you know, we was brought up in the household of when you go in the front room, there's a picture of Jesus on the cross. You know what I mean, looking down at us, and we weren't allowed to go in the front room. You know what I mean? So front room was only on a Sunday you could go in the front room. So front room was out of bounds. You know what I mean? So when you get into the front room, it's like.
Wow.
You know, we're free. Oh, yeah, we can see all the things and all the you know, the glass cabinet, them, and remember the swan, them, on the table, and the crusher net thing, and yeah, some real old school thing, you know? But
Yeah, well.
me, because I had a mind of my own, I made up my mind that I ain't listening to my dad anymore, you know? And I left home, and I was living different places, and seeing different things, do you know what I mean? And I held it out there as a young person. And not a lot of people knew this because I still used to go to school. I still used to carry myself a certain way. But I left home.
But the thing about it, did you end up in any difficulties whatsoever?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
And you regret it?
Well, of course I regret it. But at the same time, some of the time it was friend carry you a place and you follow friend.
Right.
You know what I mean? As what these young people are doing now. A lot of them is friend they're following, and some of them, yeah, them have bad in at them and whatnot.
Frustrated with finding the right mastering for your song to a professional commercial standard? New Balance Studios London, UK consists of a combination of great engineers and unique portfolio of vintage and state-of-the-art equipment. New Balance Studios are currently becoming a leader in audio mastering. We also give you 3 options of masters to choose from. So try us now from £70 onwards at www.newbalancestudios.com.
Ready to shoot a video for your music? Contact us for a professional team to shoot and edit your next visual production with high-end audio and video equipment. Contact us on +44 7880 111 908.
Yo, 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 it's your boy Bobby Baggins. Check out my latest single, Hip Hop on My Mind, spinning right now on London's Hot Radio, you heard?
Know if I still got it. That's like asking Master P, is he still bout it? Asking Hove, is he still platinum? When Jordan fade away, if he still shot it? Asking Slick Rick Chains, do you still rock it? The legends ain't dead or in jail.
Mobile Spray Tans of London have launched this month and are offering 50% discounts if you refer 3 friends on your first booking. Please visit Instagram Mobile Spray Tans of London to check out the promotions and DM to make an appointment.
Oh yeah, what's good, London Hot Radio? It's your boy AP Dover, presenting you my brand new single, Weekend, available everywhere. Let's do it. It just is what it is. AP Dover. I just keep on balling for no reason. In the latest switch that drip up every season. I got some love that lasts forever if you help me fight my demons. Would you kick me while I'm down?
Legendarily Made is not just a brand, it's a mindset. Legendarily Made is exactly who we are. We're designed with greatness and can do all things with clarity and focus. So if you feel you're legendarily made, go over to www.legendarilymade.com.
So, we're coming off lockdown. I'm sure many of us has thought to ourselves, what's the first thing we're gonna do after lockdown? I don't know what the first thing you guys should do, but I know what the first things you guys should drink. Venom Punch. CBD mixed with vodka and fruit. Perfect for the summer cocktails. Available for a half price offer only at www.londonhotradio.com. That's www.londonhotradio.com by the original CBD cocktail company.
Drink responsibly. For sale to over 18s only. Do you need exclusive DJ drops, jingles, or drum plates? Contact us and we can create customized sound waves for you. For special occasions, our DJs can create customized mixtapes exclusively for your loved one. Birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, and more. Contact us on +44 788 0111 908.
One of the next stages about protecting ourselves from coronavirus. James is the local radio DJ.
Well, I'm taking all the considerations in it when I do the radio. I'm making sure that I wipe down all the records once I've played them. Keeping me segues nice and clean. Making sure my back timing's clear. If I don't feel well, I'm going to get a test tonight. Make sure I can still do me out of news correctly and read the weather. You got to look after each other, ain't ya?
To book a test, go to gov.uk/coronavirus. Stay alert. Control the virus.
Knives take lives. Don't have that on your conscience.
Your Damn Self Worldwide present DJ Sin's new single Tango Fuego featuring Aaron Soul. Out now on all good digital stores including Spotify, iTunes, Tidal and Deezer.
Tango Fuego. We burn it up wherever we touch or where we go.
Alpha now. Are you there, boss? I just got back from work, and I'm listening to London Hot Radio. I think you guys should listen to it too. I'm cooking some food as well. Jollof.
In the UK, you know what I'm saying? We got the new single called What I Do, and that's what we bumping right now. Shout out to DJ Sin, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who helped us do that whole project, and we're gonna keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? We out here forever. Let's go, Wu-Tang, peace.
Your Damn Self Worldwide presents Aaron Soul's new release, Alien, produced by The Voice, and DJ Sin is the executive producer. Mixed and mastered by New Balance Studios in London. Buy it or stream it at most digital stores, including iTunes, Spotify, and Tidal.
Tell me, what do you see when you look at me?
Good evening, boys and girls. See, when I get home from work and I'm cooking me fish and chips, London Hot Radio comes right on the radio. You should listen to it too, straight.
LondonHotRadio.com. Tune in now for shout-outs and requests. Call, WhatsApp or SMS us on 0044 777 0603 264.
Yo, this is OG Charlie Franks, and you are listening to London.
Yes, guys, welcome back to London Hot Radio. I'm Lady J, Al Mac beside me, and DJ Sin in the building. Yeah, we were talking about, you know, we ended before we were interrupted by the ads. You know, growing up, I had to fend for myself. There was a stage when I had to fend for myself. You know, I had to be out there on the streets fending for myself, and I saw a whole heap of things, and I managed to narrowly escape certain things. You know what I mean? And I have to give God thanks for that, because all some of the time I think I could not be here now.
Yeah.
You know?
Would you say you had a very rough time?
Yeah, I did. But you know, what I say at the end of the day, I say that to say this: it's all about your mindset and how much you love your life, and how much you know you think about the life you're living. You've got to change your mindset. If you're out there killing up people and stabbing up people and all them things, you've got to think about what you're doing, because sooner or later, you've got to realize to yourself that this ain't right. You know what I mean? But it's down to you guys. Change your mindset, you know. And back to that young lady in
back to Lily again. We understand that she was at a party last night in Croydon. I just wonder if anyone make any inquiries from anyone who attended that party last night to give any information leading up to her missing Lily. We are sorry at London Hot Radio to actually hear the news, and I hope something positive come out of this soon.
I hope so.
Because
she comes from North London, you know.
She came from North London.
She came from North London, and she went to a party in Croydon, and the last thing they saw was her on was a Snapchat, but all they saw was carpet. You know what I mean? That ain't. What's happened to Lily?
Yeah. So you reckon that she lose her phone? Probably her phone be taken from her.
Well, it says it says plain and square that the phone's not there.
The phone is not
the
there.
The phone's not there, and her bank card's not there, an Oyster card.
Yeah.
So
what bank card did she have? I mean, anyone knows? Because a bank card could help, because if that person take the bank card, probably they try to get money out of her account.
Yeah. Guys, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this again. So, missing young person. This is my friend's granddaughter, who is currently missing. We think she is in Croydon, because obviously she came from North London, and she came to Croydon she went to Croydon to the party. Now that's my neck of the woods, you know. That's where I live. I live Croydon. Now her name is Lily. I haven't got a surname here, but her name is Lily, and she was last seen at around 1:30 a.m. in Croydon, heading towards Ashburton Park. At about 2:30 p.m., there was a post from Lily's Snapchat showing the carpet in someone's house. Now, this is supposed to be Croydon. So on her Snapchat, in somebody's house, showing the carpet, right? There has been no contact after that. Friends said that Lily has lost her mobile, bank card, and Oyster card. So which friend them said that? I will add more info as Hernan gives it to me. Police are looking for her, police are looking for her, but they want to find her ASPC. Oh, sorry, people. As soon as possible. So please share. You know, it's so shocking, because she looked like a nice young lady. You know, she looked like.
Yes, I
You know, that's what I was going back to, where you know them, where sometime that's her picture there, guys. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
You know,
be closer.
I think it needs to be a bit closer. Do you want to do that for me, Almat, please? Guys, if you've seen Lily, because the last thing that they saw was her Snapchat, a post. Now, this was posted on her Snapchat, and all they could see was carpet. Now that can sound kind of shaky. You know, that's kind of scary to know that was posted on her Snapchat. You know, it's so sad. So that's Lily, guys. If you recognize her and you know of her whereabouts, please, 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 you know, let the police know, because I'm sure somebody out there knows where Lily is or knows what's happened to Lily. And guys, it's not all about, you know, oh, I don't want to grass or whatever. Them days are done with, man. Come on. You know what I mean? Fix up.
Yes.
Somebody must know where Lily is. Her family's worried about her. You know, it's heartbreaking. That could be my daughter.
Yes, could be mine as well.
You know?
If you have any information about Lily, please let London Hott Radio know about it so we can talk about it and see where we go from there. Or the Croydon Police.
Croydon Police, yeah, guys. You know, if you've got any information regarding Lily's disappearance, please, Croydon Police, contact Croydon Police. You know, because that's where she was last seen at a party. And Ashburton Park, oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's get with it and search for her. So far, I think she's all right so far, but one never can tell. But, you know, always think the positive, always think the positive.
Yeah,
and I hope her family, I know what her family is feeling right now, but I hope everything turn out to be okay. You know, what can I say?
I hope so, you know, because I mean, you know, I remember there was a stage when I left home and it was a big argument I had with my dad, and him tell me, say, you know, I wanted to go ice skating, you know, and every Sunday, as I said, I was doing
very naughty person.
I was doing the right, you know, I mean, Saturday night I had to season up the rice, the chicken, you know, cook up the chicken, season up the chicken and everything, and then Sunday morning cook up the chicken, you know, get it ready, prepared, cooking rice and peas. As I said, I used to cook some big hard food, you know what I mean, at my little age, and I was little and mager, you know what I mean. And I wanted to go ice skating. Sunday came and it was like, everybody used to go ice skating at, you know, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You're ice skating, you're staying there till all 5, 6 o'clock, you know, and that was Stratham ice skating rink. And I really wanted to go. So I made sure I cook up the rice and peas, I cooked dinner and everything. I done the washing because I was on a marathon. I got up early. Sunday morning to do all this. And then when I said to my dad, can I go ice skating? You're not going nowhere.
They know what they were doing.
I thought, no, I'm going, you know. Now, I had my own mind. This is what I'm saying. I had my own mind, and I did not want to listen to what my father was saying to me. I wanted to go ice skating.
You wanted to be free.
So remember me telling you, you know, I was a good girl because me get up early, me cook up the food, me do all the washing because I had to do all the washing for my brothers and sister them.
Yeah.
Make sure everything, plus when things wash, we have to iron it. So I know to myself, say, right, when I go ice skating, when I come back from ice skating, I know I got to iron the clothes in for Monday morning school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was, you know, I was a good girl. Me did a good as, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't say you were a good girl.
I was a good girl, I was.
You turn out to be a good girl.
No, I was a good girl because I always made sure that my sisters and brothers were looked after, because every day, even when I come home from school, I had to cook food. I had to cook the dinner. Sometime because Daddy used to work for the council, so a lot of the time he was out working. So I had to make sure that when I came home from school, we used to finish school 4 o'clock. And when we come home from school, me used to have to make sure that dinner cook. You know what I mean? Or it's going to be problems.
If you don't get in trouble,
you know, so I did those things. That's what I'm saying. I was a good girl, but at the same time, I wanted to go ice skating, you know? And it was like a thing where even though the child has a good upbringing, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to listen to everything that the parents say. I can give a testimony, you know, because I've been there. I've grown up in a nice background. My parents, you know, we had all the nicest things, you know. We grew up with sweet milk, condensed milk and all them something there, you know, carnation milk, you know, and Heinz mayonnaise, Heinz baked bean. We grew up on them things, whereas people that I knew around them time there, they weren't brought up on Heinz baked beans. They used to have sometimes they used to have the more different brands.
Yeah.
But we, you know, that's how our parents brought us up. And, you know, they brought us up the right way. I grew up in the church as well. But then when I got to a certain age, it was like, I don't want to go to church no more, you know? And it used to feel so
I wanted to do my own thing. So at the end of the day, I say that to say this. A young person has a mind of their own. We have our children, but they don't belong to us.
Well, tell me this.
You know, because they have a mind of their own.
Do you ever feel guilty when you actually doing these things?
No, at the
which
time,
you
when I
pay-
was doing it at the time, when I sneaked out and went ice skating, no, I didn't feel guilty when I was doing it. Because I was enjoying myself. That was the mind that I was in. But when I was going
mindset,
home,
yeah, then
reality
the wo-
started to hit me. I said,
Exactly.
okay, all right. But at the time, I'm excited. No, tell a lie, I did feel like, oh no, I shouldn't really be doing this, you know, but I'm going, man. You know? But
you see, the first time when you did that, you should learn a lesson from that.
well, that's what I'm saying. I
And
was a
don't
child.
Do it the second time.
Yeah, but at the same time, I did it again. You know what I mean? So I'm just keeping it real, you know, because I'm saying I do understand these young people out there, but you can get to the stage where you can say to yourself, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to, you know, because there, you know, I got to that stage where I said, right, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Well,
you know?
At least you didn't get yourself in any serious
No,
trouble.
I didn't get myself into no
You know,
serious
so
trouble.
that
No,
is one good
definitely.
thing.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah,
so the
that's
minor little naughtiness that I did, it wasn't, you know,
Yeah.
bad. You know.
And you turned out to be a very fine young lady.
Well, I've always been a very fine young lady. You know.
Don't praise yourself.
Yeah. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you have to love yourself. You know, and if
But of course,
you have to be able to love yourself and say, yes, I am. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
a fine person. I am a decent person, because a lot of people can't say that. Sometimes, not that they don't want to say it, but they don't know how, or they feel like,
feel
oh, I don't want to
guilty.
be big-headed, or.
They'll feel guilty when
But
they're
you've
saying
got
that.
you've got to
Guilty
make
about
your
something.
you've got to make your own self happy. You have to be the one to bring your happiness.
Well, when you talk about make yourself happy, the only way you're going to make yourself happy, like you said, you have to do something which you know you enjoy and
Yeah.
can do. And that's something which you enjoy and can do. Even that will make you happy.
Yeah, and it's all about
Yeah,
if you are doing wrongs out there and you're running around a place like a psychopath, you know, just start thinking about, you
And
know,
that is what our
think
youngsters
about
is
your
doing right
own
now.
life, you know. Not all of them are doing it, as I said
No,
before.
no.
Not all of you,
No.
because there are some really young youngsters out there that I can be proud of, and I can say, yeah,
Oh,
man,
yes,
go on,
yes,
do your
they-
thing.
certainly,
But then
certainly.
it's the, you know, but the thing is, you see, we're gonna have good and bad in everything we do, but each one teach one, and it's all about re-teaching oneself, you know. And that is what, you know, that's what I basically did. Even though I was doing little naughtiness out there, like sneaking out and going, we weren't too tough, you know, sneaking out and going out. It was because I felt, and even, you know, something as well, even my sisters, even my older sister, them, they, and my aunties, them, they all said the same thing. They said, you know, your dad's working, daddy, I work out too hard, you know, she's too young. So that was said, you know what I mean? So just I can justify why I did these things, because there was a stage where I couldn't go nowhere. And when I say couldn't go nowhere, I wasn't allowed to go. So the only way I could go is if I sneaked out. And I knew that I would get into trouble, but I didn't care at the time, because I wanted to be with friends and enjoy myself, get that little bit of enjoyment. Because when I went home, when I was at home, as I said, I was washing, making sure my brothers and sisters' school uniform was clean, making sure their clothes were clean, making sure that the food was cooked. So to me, I can justify when I say, yeah, I sneak out and go ice skating or went clouds or wherever. You know what I mean? Or Bally High, where I certainly wasn't meant to be. But that was my enjoyment. That was something that made me who I am today.
Yes, well, I've got something to say to the youngsters. Have you ever been in trouble before and you turn your life around? If that happens, then obviously myself and Lady J...
It's a good thing. It's a
yes,
good thing.
it's a good thing. But myself and Lady J, we'll be willing to have you in the studio to talk about life in a gang or anything like
And
that.
you know, as you mentioned that is one of the projects that I'm working on at the moment as well.
Really?
You know,
Yeah.
you know, I've got some young people that I'm going to have coming in,
Okay.
But I
okay.
will,
Okay.
as the weeks get nearer, people, I will let you know about that. You know, and some of them were young gang members that were in gangs.
Well, that's good.
And they
because,
turned their life around and, you know, started doing positive things. And when I spoke to them while interviewing them, it was a case of them follow them friend go yasso, you know, or they wanted to be, they weren't getting what they wanted from home, because that was like me. I wasn't getting what I wanted from home, even though I came from a good upbringing, going to church every Sunday, going to Girls Guide. I was in the Brownies. We were in all of them. Girls Brigade. Everybody we did in a, you know, and my brothers them as well. Scouts and all them things. So I used to go ballet classes. I used to go dance classes. I used to go singing classes. My parents made sure we did those things. So I came from a good upbringing, but I still had my mindset to know that I want to do what I want to do. You know, and it's not all about really being, it's not that I was being bad, it was just that I was rebelling because I wasn't happy. And even though, like, as I said, like my auntie them and my sister them and some of my cousins were saying, you know, they'd say to me, oh, you all right? You know, and, you know, come on, then would I give me our money? I said, go treat yourself to the, you know, so I got a lot of that. But at the same time, there was times when I went to my bed all late because I had to be seasoning up chicken all on school night as well. When I'm supposed to be studying for work, for my school work, I'm having to cut up meat and steak and oxtail and all them kind of something, and I wash oxtail Monday night, you know, or a Tuesday night for make sure when we come home from school for cook that. You know, long oxtail take for cook, but me to find a way for cook oxtail, you know what I mean?
Out the way.
And because I was cooking some big tough food, you know. You know, and I know that I still had that mindset of, there is that little part in me that's saying, yeah, I know I shouldn't be going here, but I'm going. So, and we know there's a lot of young people that are like that. They've got that good in them, and they know they're not supposed to be doing these things, but the peer pressure is leading them to do these wrongs. And some of them they're following people, you know, because they want to be seen in the crowd. I heard of, you know, you hear so many little different stories, and you know, it's all about following the crowd, and it's also being part of a clique. You know what I mean? You know, there was a bit, as I said, you know, the other day there was a big hoo-ha on the bus with these students going on away, and you know, we made sure we report it and stuff. And I'm not going to go into what was said, but I said, oh, somebody said something. One of the students then said too bad word. And me say, who said that? Next thing I hear a choir going on around. Who said that? Who said that? Who? And then you hear somebody say, hey, Jerry P, bring up yourself.
How are you people?
How you doing?
Yes, not
you
too
should
bad.
be here discussing this with us. We got Jerry P in the house, London Hot Radio.
Yes, people.
Bring
Hi,
up
everybody.
yourself.
Hi, Almac.
How you doing, man?
Not too bad, not
Good,
too
good,
bad.
good.
I didn't mean to interrupt the show, you know.
No, that's fine. You know, it's live. You know, I deal with live here at London Hot Radio. Anyone can turn up.
It's so hot out there.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to get you a drink. Let me get you a drink.
All right, thank you.
Water.
Oh, could you? Okay, see you in a bit.
Yes, Lady J.
Yeah, so
what you were saying that.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that young people have a mind of their own, and it's for them to look within themselves and know, say, what you're doing, what I'm doing is wrong. You know, because I did look and I say, you know, what I'm doing is wrong. I shouldn't be sneaking out, even though I kept doing it. But I was justifying being
you want to be
like
you.
I was living
you want to do what you want to do.
Yeah, I want to do what I want to do. I needed some enjoyment, because as I said, I'm coming home from school and I'd be going straight home from school. But then it got to the stage where I started not going straight home from school.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So food never get cooked and all them ting there.
Yeah.
But as I said, it was the pressure that was on me as a young person, and that I didn't have, even though I had my family's support, I didn't have somebody to say, all right, then you need to stop do this. And for me, even though they said that I've got to stop doing it, but nobody made an impact on me. Because who was helping me wash up, or who was helping me cook the food?
Yeah,
sometimes they would, sometimes they wouldn't. But it was all really on me. you know. So hence I kept rebelling.
All right.
But then I did get to the stage where the rebelling did stop, and I looked into myself and I said, yeah, man, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And let me.
But by then,
yeah,
that was when I, was pregnant with my son.
Right.
So that's what made me look into myself and say, you know what? Yeah, you know what? And he's big man now, my son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, and I remember him growing up as well, and I said to him, anyhow, you tell me say you in a gang. You make sure say you are the leader. And say something, he was never ever in a gang. Do you know what I mean? So
that's good.
I'm not saying that I knew everything he was doing on street. But at the same time, he never brought nothing to my front door.
Exactly. Well, let me say one thing. You talk about interviewing these youngsters. Whenever time that happens, please let me know, because I would like to get involved, just to ask a few questions.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a Sunday when you're here anyway, so it'll be like on my live show. My live show, listeners, is from 2 p.m. till 3 p.m. My live show, and anything is possible. We have live art. I'll be having live artists on the show. I'm not going to tell you any names as yet, live. So when them come in live and direct, but I've got some really, really nice people lined up. But you know what? Because of the lockdown and everything, sometimes people, we're trying to follow the rules and follow the guidelines. So, and other people and stuff, so hence why I haven't really had anyone in as yet. But yeah. Hopefully everything. And you know what? Oh my goodness, we got to remember people, don't forget the Beats World headphones launch party on the 24th of June 2021. It's going to be lit.
Never say where.
At the Rainsbury's.
That's down in Mitchell.
Well, I mean, it's been shared on the London Hot Radio, guys, so just keep a lookout for it. It's being shared religiously. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's going to be nice. And these Beat headphones, we're getting so many orders at the moment. And, yeah.
That's great.
And it's the Ravensbury. Sorry, people. The Ravensbury.
That's next to Cannons.
The Sports Centre, isn't it?
Cannons,
yeah. So it's going to be nice. It's a lovely venue as well, really.
You got the open space outside as well.
Because this event, I forgot to say, sorry people, this event's going to start at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So till 12 midnight, I believe.
12 midnight.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so you got all the time there is to get yourself together and get yourself down there. Yeah. And don't forget to get your tickets.
Yeah, you can get your tickets on Eventbrite. Also, London Hot Radio, but Eventbrite, go for it, guys. Line up, get your tickets. We'll also be, allowing people to pay at the door as well. Because
is that going to be the same price?
It's the same price. No.
That's easy to do that.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that because it's the launch party of the Beats
headphones.
Of the Beat World headphones.
Yeah.
So we don't want to be charging people two different price. You know what I mean? £10 on the tickets or £10 on the door.
Yeah, so people think about that date.
Because they're going to be buying these Beats headphones.
Exactly.
And wholesale. We've got them wholesale. Yeah, so
that means you get a little bit cheaper than usual.
Yeah, so it'd be cheaper.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And if it's retail, then it's going to be a little bit. Well, you know what? I think they're good prices. But wholesale, if there's schools or maybe a band, groups or that want to buy them, so they can get them wholesale.
Exactly.
Which is and that'll be like, they'll be buying in bulk.
Well, actually, people, if you buy these headphones, they are very, very, very good. They're comfortable.
And we're not just saying that, I'm telling you, they're really, really nice headphones.
Yeah, they're comfortable.
And they're clear.
Crystal
clear.
And don't forget, they got lights at both sides flashing different colors
nice,
and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And you can use a headphone to pick up your mobile phone.
They're Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
your phone
it's very good.
Yeah. So
Very
yeah,
good
guys. So
indeed.
don't forget the launch party, and that's the 24th of June, 2021. So make it a date and don't be late. So
4 o'clock in the afternoon until 12 o'clock midnight.
Okay, so and it's going to be. So we got DJs on the nights. We've got DJs on the days, and then going into the night, we've also got artists on the bill. But
Yes.
guys, look out for the advert on London Hot Radio page. Also, Ibiza Hot Radio. Also, myself, Lady J, artists. They're all over the place.
Yes, yes.
It's all
I
over the
know.
place.
It's all over.
Sindustry.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. But you'll see it on once you come on our page, you'll see it all. And yeah. So yeah, people. You know,
Yeah,
looking
Zena
forward to
Banks
that
will be
launch
there to
party.
wrap it up.
Well, yeah.
And Lady J will be there to do her stuff as well. I will be there, but I don't know if I'm going to do my stuff.
We've got loads of artists on the bill. We've got Aaron Soul up there as well. I like Aaron
Really?
Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be a great night. It's going to be a great day, guys. So get your tickets. All right.
£10.
But yeah, what else did you want to talk about? I think
We sort of cover quite a lot of
yeah,
stuff.
we've covered a lot today, and it's been a great show. I
Yeah.
believe it's been a great show. I've spilled the beans a bit, you know.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's all about, you know.
Anyway,
Spilling some
guys,
beans.
good luck with the search for Lily. And I hope something positive come out of the hand of it. And, you know, make her family happy again. So
Yeah.
everyone keep looking.
Let's find Lily, people. Let's
Yes.
find Lily. Anybody knows Lily's whereabouts, please send Lily home. Please send her home. Thank you so much for your cooperation.
Yes, and if we get any information about anything, we're going to let you know just the same.
Yep, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So,
Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm Lady J on the London Hot Radio Baby Show.
I'm Ahmad
Yeah.
talking to Lady J.
LondonHotRadio.com. Tune in now.